Okay, I do believe we are live. Hello, everybody. When the chatters come in, let me know if you can hear and see me okay. I believe you should be able to. Still having issues with not being able to use ManyCam. So I am, hey, Amalia. I'm going to still have that flip side thing where to you, this looks like my right hand. It is not. That's my left hand. You're probably, actually, you know what? I think you guys see it right. I'm seeing it backwards on the camera. So anyway, whatever. You'll see what you see. You can see and hear me. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Eileen. There's Joan. Welcome. Hey, Kathy. So I saw these watercolors. Hey, Carrie Ann. Swatched on a few other channels. Hey, Shauna. And they looked really interesting and they were reasonably priced. And a couple of them really caught my eye and granulated really pretty. AJ, hello. And so I thought I'd try them. Well, that sounds easier than you'd think. So a couple of the websites said you can get them shipped from Europe on various websites. So there was a rat hole that we went down. But let me, right now, what worked for me is this website right here. This was the shipping tape on the box. ARTE Miranda, MIRANDA .es. ArteMiranda.es. So when you go, if you're in the United States and you go to this website, fill up your cart with what you want, go to checkout. When you look for the country it's shipping to, you will not find US in alphabetical order under the U's. You'll find it under the E's. So that was a little tricky there, but it is listed in the between E and F. You'll find US. Then another tip is there at the very top of the checkout field, there's a first field that's a required field, and it's called something like a DNI/NFI/ something else number. Well, I didn't know what that was, so I Googled it, and I know what it was in Spain, but I'm not in Spain, and I knew what it was here and there. So I finally put my cell phone number in there with no dashes, and it took care of that obligated field. And I ordered on August the 5th, and they were in my mailbox on August the 8th from Spain. So thank you very much. Quicker shipping than local art companies. And for the price for what I got, I've got 24 full pans. They sell full pans and tubes. I put them in a tin that I had, and I just picked colors that I wanted. This is not a set that they sell there. So I see a bunch of people jumping in. Janet, welcome. Hey, Kat. And Carrie Ann, did I say hi to you? Hi, Carrie Ann. So anyway, these were on the labels, and I may keep these and do something snazzy with them, but that's probably never going to happen. So let's be real. But these are the colors that I got. And yes, they look like my colors. I'm into in really granulating darks lately, even though I really haven't had the time to do anything with them. But I'm going to play with them. You can see a couple of these. Like this one here puts me in the mind of Daniel Smith, Rose of Ultramarine. Oh, and the camera's backwards. So how it granulates, and you see that red in there with the purple. Right, and this one down here. Oh, this is named after a person, I believe. See, that's kind of like a almost like a moon glow-ish looking deal, and that is called. There's no vowel in the last name. Well, the Y's obviously, but This is the dude's name. It's something gray. Oops, hang on. You'll see it if you go there and you go shopping. You'll find it. Oh, it won't focus, of course. PRZ BYSZ gray. Pritzbizz is gray. I have no idea how to say that. Ah. Yeah, so and this black, this is the Aquarius black. It's very granulating. So I tried some experiments where I was mixing this with this color, which is their transparent turquoise, which I wish it came out on the screen. Like, you should see it. It's too blue. It's much more of a green turquoise in there, and it's gorgeous. And this one is the ocean blue. It granulates kind of like a reverse of a Cascade green from Daniel Smith. It's blue with some green that surfaces in it when it granulates. You can barely see it there. Right? Distant relative of pains. Prisbiz? Let's go with that. It's better than I know what the hell to call them. Oop, said hell. Where's Gayla? So here's a couple experiments that I did, and I want to play with this more. Like this one here, I tried to see if I can come up with like lunar blue. That's pretty dang close. And I mixed it with a couple other blues and mixed the blue and the purple. This was just a piece of scrap paper. I was throwing stuff out there. We'll do that. We'll play. Shall we? We're getting ready for a blasting thunderstorm. The sun's out. The sky's blue with some white clouds. It doesn't look dark, but it's thundering up a storm out there. And we got the warning on our phones that bad times are coming. So I'm going to do this on good paper, the Arch Cold Press 140 pound, right? This one, just to see what they look like and let you see them live. And now, you know what? I don't think I can zoom you guys because I don't have control of my camera through ManyCam. So, and I think it's dropped all the way down. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, that's not going to work. We'll just wing it. I'll lift it up to the camera when I need to. And then I thought what I'd do after I just play and swatch and blend a couple things with these is maybe try to put them on Yupo and see what they do. And I got some new inks from Jet Pens. I love these J. Herbin, whatever. Here's the new one for this year is of the special edition is Kyanite de Nepal. And as you can imagine, it's a blue and it's got silver in it, but it's a pretty turquoisey kind of blue. And then I had to get this one because I was ordering. So I thought, why not? I should have the purple one too. That's been out for a while. And then this one, I just saw the swatch and I thought, hello, lover. It's pretty close. Oh, shoot. It's not as green. This camera, you lose the green on this, but this is a really pretty turquoise. It's called Blue. I have no idea. Well, we'll show the colors momentarily. So let me get my little continuous sprayer there. And here goes another weather warning. Hey, Dot. So if I get blasted offline, you can assume the storm hit hard. We should be okay. This is Naples Yellow Red. And this isn't a color that I go to all the time, but I'm liking it more and more to blend with things. I saw that, Carrie. Here's what they look like swatched out. I did go a little crazy out of my comfort zone with the top row. This is really the only one I'm not crazy about, and that's called Quinacridone Maroon. It's more of a brick color. It shows a little orangier there. It looks prettier on screen than to my eye, it does in person. It's more of a muted brick. It doesn't look like the name to me. Yeah, we'll get there. But anyway, I see Cece use this Naples red yellow a lot in her work, and it's a nice neutral little thing to lay in there and like an underlayer for abstracts and stuff. So I thought I'll try that one. And I was trying to get 24 colors because of this, right? God forbid I don't have enough to fill up a palette. And this is, oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do something. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 6. Okay, let's do this. It is a nice skin tone. So let's do this. And let's maybe do one that's not dried out. How about them apples? Always the way. Oh, shoot, I didn't change my shirt. Daggone it, I got a new shirt on. That's not good. 1. Let's do the last one here. That's 2. 6. Let's do one here. And I'll do this one low underneath that because I wasn't smart enough to start out with that. Never claimed to be smart. Okay, I'm going to skip over to the yellow. Is that dry? Everything's dry but the one I did first. Let's fan that rascal. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Let's skip ahead. So I'm going to put 4 on each row. So 4 will go there. This one, I'll drop down on the second row. This one's really pretty. This is called Cherry Quinacridone. And this one reminds me of Daniel Smith Queen Coral. It might be a little brighter than the Queen Coral. A little more of a, I don't want to say neon. It's not that bright, but it is very bright. It's a beautiful color, regardless of what Eileen says. All right, let's go back to my second row. My first row is up here. This is a lemon yellow. I just wanted one. Like I got one yellow, couple neutrals, and then the darks, and the rest of my greens and purples. Is that paint from that black line smearing in there? How can acrylic paint be doing that? All right, let's push on. It wouldn't be a normal stream if 5 minutes in I didn't have some sort of disaster. And this one is gold ochre. Not my normal cup of tea, as we know, but I thought it was usable for some blends and stuff. So I thought, what the hey? And this is Aquarius red. This is a really bright, wet red. That's a white wed. It's a true lipstick red to my eye. My eye. And some of these you see are quite opaque, not all transparent. But that's a really pretty color. All right, we'll drop down to the it's called Cherry Quinacridone. This is the Quinacridone Maroon. It's not my favorite. I think of maroon more as a burgundy, alizarin crimson, deep kind of a color. And this, it's all right. If I paint a barn or a row of bricks or something, I can maybe use that. Maybe. Not that I ever paint anything realistic, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the top row. Now we're getting somewhere into the cobalt teal. This is, as you would expect, pretty opaque. But, ooh, so yummy. Yummy. Is somebody bump something into chat for me? It seems like it's been a while. I don't know if you guys are just quiet, which is very unusual, or there you go. Okay, I just want to make sure we didn't lock up and I didn't know about it. This is one of my favorites. This one's called Ocean Blue, and this is kind of like the girlfriend to Cascade Green, I think. It's a very pretty. I can't talk. It's a pretty blue-green, as you would imagine. But when you look at Cascade Green, the paint looks green, hence the name, I imagine. This one looks blue with the green that comes up in it. So this one is the transparent turquoise. And this, oops, a little dry. This is probably, well, it's one of my favorites of this for sure. I wish the colors of these would come out the way I see them. But this, if you like a turquoise that goes, it's very pigmented, and it goes to the green side of turquoise instead of the blue. That's a winner right there. Winner, chicken dinner. And then this one is phthalo turquoise. Can you guys hear it thundering out there? I mean, it's growling. And the sun, the sun's not out as bright, but the window I'm looking out in the basement, the sky's still blue. It's rainbow weather. Not looking at their website. Don't look at it. But they also carry that Maramy Blue, is it, from their Paris watercolors, and Old Holland watercolors, which they have at Dick Blick, but there were a couple colors I think they had on this Arte Miranda website that they didn't have in Dick Blick, I believe. So where are we? This one is Prussian Blue. This is like a really deep ink blue. It's richer than a navy. It's not as flat as a navy. It looks like it's really transparent so far. And it's If you've ever been out in the Atlantic Ocean and you go off the continental shelf and the color of the water changes, that's what it looks like. Just saying. So this one, indigo. I'm trying to get one of my faves is indigo. And you can see the difference. Indigo, this is more like what I call a navy. This is more like a rich royal, I guess I would say. Oops, I touched the other one above it. Rats. Carrie Ann, we all say that. Doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, now this is quinacridone pink for Eileen. I love these are three of my faves right here in a row. And then dioxazine violet. You know, that's one of my favorites. It's either called dioxazine violet or dioxazine purple. Core calls it dioxazine purple. It's a deep, royal, luscious purple. It looks splendiferous with that transparent turquoise, with the ocean blue, with the cobalt teal, with anything. Yeah, I needed these like I needed a hole in the head. Let's be honest. Oh, see, I picked up, oh crap, I got blue mixed in there. Where the hell did I get that? Oh, you know what? I know where that came from. Okay, that's not going to show a true representation there, but that's okay. Okay, dioxazine purple. This one's mineral violet. This is one of my favorites. Is Jan online? I didn't see her in chat yet, but I know she placed an order as I walked her through the checkout process. So I was anxious to see what she got. This is really a pretty purple. And this one granulates. This is the one that kind of looks like Rose of Ultramarine. This one, not a fan of this one. And I love me some purples. You know that. But this one, I guess I like them brighter than this. Although it's a pretty color. This is ultramarine violet. It's kind of a, I don't know, it seems cloudy a little bit. Is that a proper term? Probably not. Hey, Jan. Did you get yours? Okay, and this is their shadow violet, which you judge for yourself. This does not look violet to me at all. It looks like a dark blue-gray, like a grayish navy. But when you water it down and let it granulate, you get a little lavenderish color in there, to my eye. Okay, so that was Shadow Violet. And then I looked at all the greens and I went back and forth, and somehow I ended up on sap green. I don't know how. You know, I don't use this color, but I thought maybe it would be good for blending some things. But it's a pretty basic green. Grassy green. Which one, AJ? The this one here, the what was it called? I like that color better when it waters down. The Shadow Violet. Hang on, I'll tell you. Shadow Violets. Where are you? I think that's this one here. Shadow Violet. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see. Oh, wow. All different in the sets. That's good. So, okay, there's 3 pigments in this color here. PG50, PB29, and PV19. I don't know if you'll ever hang on. Now I got to put my glasses on to see what I'm looking at the screen. Hang on. Oh, sorry, it's backwards for me. And I'm leaning the wrong. Sorry, hang on. This damn thing. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. You'll just have to trust me. I know that's asking a lot. I got mine in like 3 days, so it shouldn't be long, Jan. Okay, so this one I blame CC for because it's sepia, and we all remember that whole thing. I know, Joan. This thing with not having Minicam, where my view of what I'm doing, it's flipped, opposite of what I'm seeing now, so it's correct orientation, where right is right and left is left. But without Minicam doing that conversion, I am bass backwards. And oh, where am I? Oh, I'm up here. This is sepia, and it's a nice sepia. But I remember when I was putting together my CC palette, where she put all her colors, instead of rainbow order left to right, she went up and down, like all the yellows and reds, and then pinks and purples and greens and blues and violets and neutrals, so that the mixing well underneath of those colors, she mixed all the light colors in each well. I thought that was brilliant. But when we were putting mine together, I didn't have any kind of brown or neutral. I had my favorite colors in there. And I guess the whole CC love, her love of sepia came out. And then I was really in a turmoil. So this one is Caput Mortem. Sounds so final. This one's very opaque. See, the black line just went goodbye. But this has, this is I would call this like a dark redwood color. And I'll show you these close up here in a minute. But when it granulates, it does some fun things. And now here's this Prisbitz gray, whatever the hell that is. But it's one of my favorites. I'm picturing these darks in a Galaxy watercolor. That's about as realistic as I get. Oh, and it's basically an abstract with white thrown at it for some stars. That's it. That's all I can do. I'm okay with that. But this is really, I like this color a lot. And then next is Payne's Gray. That's a real deep, it's got a lot of blue in this Payne's Gray. You almost think it's going to look like the indigo, but I'll show you. This is the indigo up here. And it does not look like the indigo. Too much water on the brush. Yeah, I'll throw some on Yupo here in a minute. This is neutral tint. pretty much what you'd expect. A nice, true neutral gray. You know, looking at this, maybe it's the light in here, but it does seem like it's got a little squidge of blue in there. I'm going to look at the pigment on that one. If anybody's got any pigment questions on any of these, let me know. I still have the labels. I can look that up fairly easy. And this Lunar Black, I really like. It's not, sorry, it's not Lunar Black. It is Aquarius Black. I wish now I would have ordered 2 pans of this, because I think this will be fun to play with. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this just for giggles and drag some of that over the black to show how opaque that is, but everybody knows that that one's opaque. That's got white in it. Okay, so here we are. Oh, they all kind of touch there. Kind of looks pretty though. You can see how that, turn this around so my camera cord doesn't get in the wound up. You can see how that's starting to granulate already. And this gray, that, I don't know, let's just call it Frisbees. I can remember that, and I know that's not it. But that's got a tiny bit of a lavender-ish look to it. Right? And this is the Payne's Gray and Neutral Gray, which does have a blue. It's got a blue tint in there. Let me see what that is. Let's see. Neutral tint. PB60, PBK 6, and PV 19. So it does have black, blue, and violet in it. Interesting. That doesn't seem neutral, but you know, whatever. It's another weather warning. I'm gonna have to crawl under the steps soon, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, now you can see the indigo where I thought this is the indigo, how much bluer it looks then. And it's not a huge difference from this one when they start to dry down. It is darker. It's more of a navy, but I don't know that I would, if I had seen that in person, if I'd have got them both. This one, not a fan of that one. Doesn't look too bad on there. But it's that's the Quinn Maroon Jan. Okay, so there's that. So let's, for giggles, let's set this aside and find a piece of U-Ball we can destroy. Okay. I ordered some of that narrow paper from Amazon, and the rectangular and the square one came in the next day, and I have yet to get the round ones. I think maybe Debbie ordered them all. But they said they were shipping, and the 2 came in one box. I don't know if the round ones, for some reason, were coming from somewhere else or what. Or the Peerless Liquid Gold, Silver, and Bronze. They're very yummy. Oh, yeah, I do have, I think I have those, actually. You know what? Maybe we'll drop some of those in with these. Well, I think I just have silver and gold. Here, I assume these are what you have, Jan? All right. Okay. And I might drop a little bit of this ink there too. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go back to my bigger round brush. Not that big. That's not what I want. Where's my... Where are you? That's my 8. That's a 12. I know I have a 10. That's like a cat's tongue. Come around. I might use that one and drag some silver or gold through there. I can have a whole conversation to myself. All right. Doesn't matter. Let's just try this. All right. Well, call me what you will, but you know where I'm going. This is the transparent turquoise. That looks very much like the juniper green Radiant Liquid by Dr. P.H. Martin. If any of you have that color, that's what this reminds me of. That looks very much like the juniper green. It's a very pretty greenish turquoise. And let's do mineral violet against that one. This is the one that kind of reminds me of the rose of ultramarine. Get those to touch each other and start to play nice. And they didn't have any metallic colors in the Aquarius. I don't know if I want to break that up or not. That's pretty cool the way that's going in there. I just put a streak down through there and see what happens. And maybe mix some of that through there. Just for giggles. We'll see what happens. That's really breaking apart where it's, you can see the pinkish, the red come out of there. Let's put some Quin Cherry in there. That's this one. Or Cherry Quin. I don't know why they're all like maroon quinacridone or whatever. No, they're all Quin whatever, but the cherry is Cherry Quin. I don't understand it. I don't know that it makes a difference. All right, so Little Miss Cherry is very pushy. That's a beautiful color. I really like that. But this is pretty, I wish I could zoom in more. It's really interesting what it's doing there. Let's grab a little bit of this and see what this does in this color. Look at that breaking through and pushing that all up in there. All right, let's do a little, it seems to be drying out quickly. I don't know if it doesn't seem to dry down here. It's cool, but it's not climate control down here. But it's cool, and it always feels a little damp. So I don't know why that would be drying out like that. That's getting pushy too. I love when they do that. Maybe because I'm just a pushy broad. Okay, let's do, let's throw some of the Aquarius black in there and let it granulate. See what happens there. I like to put it down Not touching quite, and add some more pigment to it. It's already breaking apart. And then come back and just kind of bring them together. Give everybody a fighting chance. See what happens there. I don't like their straight lines. Wow. That's granulating really quickly. And I'm probably going to be needing more of that. That's really pretty. Let me see how I can do this. Can I lift this up? Is it possible without hosing the whole thing? I'll try it. Let me take a piece of this Strathmore watercolor paper. It's a little sturdier and larger. See what that black's doing already? It looks like... There you go. There's a good shot. So, and this first transparent turquoise I put up here, look at all this being pushed up that way and pushed around. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's get some ocean blue in there. Let's not leave you out of the game. This is the one that reminds me of Cascade Green. Now, Cascade Green on Yupo, it pushes everything out of the way and it gets so light. It's not, I don't even, as much as I love the color on Yupo, I'm not wild about it. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. And that lunar black is running into that color and pushing it back. Can you guys see all this that's happening there? I want to get some rose gold going in that black up here where it's still wet. Wow, that is really cool what this is doing. Oh, hello, lover. Oh, that's got a little turquoise on the brush, but that'll make an interesting little streak through there. Wow, that lunar black. If anybody in the US that's listening to me is going to place another order there, please let me know. I think I want to tack on a tube or a couple pans of this lunar black. Lunar black. It's not lunar black. It's Aquarius black. Sorry. I'm going to forever call it that, I guess. Did I put some of that gray in there? No, I put mineral violet in. Let's go get some of that Frisbee gray. I know I'm butchering his name, but that's just the way that's going to happen. Okay, now just touch this in there. All right, that's not a whole lot of action there. Starting to granulate and separate right away. I can see that pinky bit coming up. I'm going to throw in some more of this Quinn, cherry Quinn, whatever the hell it is, over here. Balance this out a little bit. Not that it's going to be a painting, but it's a really pretty color. That looks much oranger on screen. Is that a word, oranger? Much more orange on screen than it does here. We're going back to Aquarius. Let's put some in here and see what it does with this cherry. That's not doing much right there. And look what it did here. Isn't that funny? Not haha funny. Interesting. Science funny. Is there such a thing? All right, I'm going to go back and grab more transparent turquoise. Let's put that down here. Oh, that black is taken off with this turquoise. Wow. That's pretty cool. There's a pile up here. I need to do something about that pile. That's running off with that rose gold. This is pretty here where this trickled down. Look how we lost most of this area so light up here with that cobalt teal. Rose gold and mineral violet, I think, were up in there. Very interesting. Going back for more of this lovely black. All right, let's little tiny little dip of water in there. Let's see what happens here. I don't like that brush stroke where it was holding there. Sometimes they go right away, and sometimes they don't. All right, now I'm going to take this little script brush. It's a long, skinny script brush. And I'm not going to do much other. Oh, wow. Oh, man, just right before my eyes. Look what this Aquarius black and the cherry quin are doing right in here. That's yummy. That's pretty yummy. And this, I'm still not wild about these, the way these streaks are laying in there. I think it's just granulating right off the bat. So I'm going to do something. I don't know what that's going to be. Am I going to take rose gold and go in there? Or just move some of these puddles? Let's just... and just let it move and see what happens. Spritz it with water. You know, I was going to do that, Jam, but it will oftentimes just, it'll spread everything out, and you won't get the striations and all the granulation showing as nice. And I might do that up here because this is pretty dry and that's pretty, as Doug Heffernan would say. And this is pretty bland over here, but there's a puddle here. So what if I brought some of that up through there? Does it react? Re-wet? I might put... Yeah, I've done that before, and sometimes that if you overdo it, that's a mistake. Like right here, I don't mind hitting it with a little fine mist right in that hole where it's real. This is all, this light color and this whole area here is pretty much dry. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to put some more of that cobalt teal in there. And I think that's kind of a dead color. And I mean that it's a gorgeous color, but it doesn't move a lot. Of course, now it is. See, you just want to make a liar out of me. I don't care. Let's throw some of that in there. Let's throw a little bit of little rosiness through there. And let's throw a little black in there. I don't know what that's going to do. Let's let that swim in there a little bit and see what happens. There's also a pretty big puddle that's settled over here. I wonder if that just runs, what that'll do. I can get that to run back that way. This is looking pretty cool over here. But this, that cherry with that that black is really cool. Huh. I need to make another petri dish of rose gold. Where's Jean? My squats. All right, I'm going to put this off to the side and just let this dry. Teresa and Randy, hello. I'm playing with some new watercolors. So I just wanted to experiment. This wasn't supposed to, well, I don't know what it was supposed to do. I was just playing. But see where that black granulates like that? That's so much like the lunar colors. Mama do like that. And down here, it's getting a little interesting. And where that cherry quin met the black, that was pretty cool. I don't know what's happening down here. Still a lot of wet paint. I'm just going to let that have its way with the paper and go where it wants to go and see what happens. Oh, look, I see a wolf's face. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm just going to play with them a little bit more as far as, oh boy, stiff bones. Just throwing them on regular watercolor paper and seeing how they blend and, oh yeah. What's this? This is fluid cold press watercolor paper, 140 pound. It's a block, but it's a crappy block, I think. It's only glued on two sides. So whatever you do, it's going to go down through it. Patty, how's it been going back to work so far? It was not bad. Not bad. I was great to see everybody. And we're getting ready to get ramped up here for one of the, well, it'll be the busiest time ever because instead of our two largest events happening one spring and one November. They're now happening September through October and November. And the same people are working on both projects. So, and we're talking involving over 1,000 people each. So it's going to get cray cray. All right. So now I'm just going to play a little bit. And then I want to get out my goodies from the art weekend, which I've not unpacked anything yet because of various things. See where this page is dirty? That was from a painting on top of it that and maybe 2 or 3 ago, but see how it just gets dirty down the side and it runs in there because it's not taped. Not a huge fan of that. So let's do some obvious things here. For one, let's put down, this is the transparent turquoise. I really wish you could see this in person. Those of you who have juniper green already pretty much know what you're looking at there. I can't make a circle. Save my days. But luckily it doesn't have to be exact. And now I'm going to take this Quinn, a Cherry Quinn. I say Cherry Quinn and I think of Terry Quinn at the Queen's Ink. And what happens if we connect the two? Is it wet enough to do anything? See what happens there. If I wanted to touch them two together, if I didn't want to touch the two together, I wouldn't be able to do that. But now that I want to, well, you see where we are. And this is we're going to call him Prisby. Prisby Gray. Does have a violet undertone to it for sure. And let's smooch the Cherry Quinn. See what happens there. Oh no, you had your basement flood, Teresa. Good Lord. A flood is miserable. Well, there's not a whole lot of disasters that are any fun, but a flood is, was that from rain or did you have a leak or what happened there? I'm going to blend the cherry and the turquoise. This is making a really cool purple. So let's see what we can get here. And when I said cool, I meant groovy, not tone. What that does. But here's what I was doing and I'm going back to this Aquarius black. I mean, that granulates us just about as soon as it hits the paper. And I'm getting some of the turquoise, the transparent turquoise. I should mix this on my palette instead of on the paper. That's a mover. A mover and a shaker. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what she said. Cause unknown. Oh my goodness, that's weird. That is cray cray. That is wow. And look, these two didn't like blend at all. How rude. Put a little water in there and cause a bloom. See what happens there. I'm going to blend some of this black. I'm going to put it down here. Jean? Still no Minicam, Jean. Did you ever hear anything more about that? I'm going to put the transparent turquoise in the pan with this and mix that there. And let's just see what happens. Give it a little granulation boost. Connect through Minicam rather than through YouTube. Click the I do Twitter at all. I'll have to send me a DM. Hey, Gamma. Click the blue stream button under the video window. On Minicam now, I will send the 3 DM for next time. Cool, okay. Click the blue stream button under the video. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, yeah, right. That's what I figured it would. Something crazy happen. Okay, cool. I'll give it a try. Let's try. This is Ocean Blue. This is the one that kind of is like the green blue thing, like Cascade Green. And let's put some lemon yellow up there with that. See how that's really bright, clear yellow. Hey, Janice. So you can see these two here are starting to remind me of lunar blue a little bit. It's kind of dark on screen. Maybe you can't tell yet. This, oh, I'll water this one down more. It looks like it in the pan. Everyone can use one. This is the Quinn Pink. Let's put some of the yellow with that. Probably get another pretty coral. Well, I don't know. Maybe not as pretty as you think. Let me take some of this over here. Yeah. That kind of reminds me of the Quinn Maroon. I wanted to put the black. Yes, I'm going to need more of this black because this is really fun to play with. And I'm going to put kind of cool when we did the Yupo. I'm going to mix that, which seems kind of crazy to mix the coral and black, but I'm doing it. Let's see what happens. Looks like the lab specimen gone bad. Someone in need of further testing. See if that'll break apart like it did on the Yupo. Probably not. It is doing it though. It's doing it. I'm going to put some more black in there at the top. This is a shadow violet. This is a weird color. Very weird color. That looks like such a dull, muddy, I want to say battleship gray, but it's much darker than what the U.S. battleships. But it's that kind of bland. But it does do some cool things. So let's put it with, that is actually doing some cool stuff right here. Let's put that with something lighter. Let's put cobalt teal by it and see what happens. Let's see what they do. Cobalt teal's taking over. Wow. That really took over that one. But look what the cherry and the black are doing there. That looks orangier on your screen, and trust me, it's a gorgeous pinky coral. Come on, work with me. Lord, 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 Lord. There you can see a little bit of that. And here's that shadow violet with the turquoise taking over. It's actually washing out down through here. That's actually kind of pretty. Let me just do this. Shadow violet. Wonder what kind of color that would make. How crappy that would be. They're kind of both milky. Probably look like a gouache. Interesting. It's not doing well, Carrie. That sucks. Yeah, the pound. Yeah. Yep. That's not good when that starts going the wrong way. Oops. Got a little contamination going there. Let's, just for giggles, let's do, I try to do this on the paper. These are strange combinations that I would never, probably ever do, but just for shits and gigs, as we say. I think that's just going to go flat. There's like no movement in that at all. But let's see what happens. That's really cool right there. The way that dried down. I think that was at Prisby. Are we just going to call it Prisby's because of my pronunciation shortcomings? See if you can look at this when I get it up here and try to focus it, of the shadows in there. See that? That's pretty cool how that granulated down. But look how they touched and they did not blend. Let's try that again. That's the Pris. It's this and the cherry. Not big movers together. Not so much. So I wonder if the black likes transparent colors better. Let's put some of the black. With the sap. So that looks like that's moving a little bit better. I wonder if the more opaque colors that have a white pigment or in there are heavier, I guess, and just kind of go again with the Doug Heffernan thing on the page. I don't know. Interesting. Let's try. This is Payne's Gray. And put the cherry up against that and see what it does. It's pushing it back. Just kind of lay it on top. Oh, you like that, Gayla? I really like that. I do. Yeah, that's sitting there. It looks like not much. But all in all, I really like these. They're they lift and re-wet easily. They're pigmented. Try putting the cherry down first. And then what over it, Jan? The black? There's a nice wet, the black, okay. It's a nice wet blob of the cherry. Let's touch, let's make friends and see what happens. I think the Yupo really helps that relationship of the cherry and the black. They are staying in their own corners. Look at that. Not even gonna play. Huh. But here, they did and added water, so there was something in there to encourage the movement. It did granulate and get a little of that lunar action in there. These two made a pretty purple. Oh, sorry, backwards camera. It's not a bright purple, but that's pretty cool. This was the ocean green and the lemon yellow. Down here, that made a pretty green. Nice bright clear green. Let's do something with Caput Mortem. Yeah, it's strange. All right, let's do, this feels like a heavy, clunky pigment as far as being active. I should have put some of that on Yupo. Let's see, what do I want to put with you? Oh, I don't know. Let's do sequin pink. That seems kind of crappy enough of a combination. Bright with that. Oh, the Caput Mortem is taking over the pink. It's rushing in there. The pink is pretty much gone. Now this is regular watercolor paper. I did a piece of Yupo earlier. I'll get that and see how that looks. But yeah, these were and see how this paper is. It's coming off. That's 3 sides. It's off. And yeah, I don't like this paper. Yeah, look at that. You can't even see the pink. It drowned and it's kaput. Kaput, I say. So what time is it? 4:45. So here's what I did earlier, Gail, and just swatching everything. This is on watercolor paper. Right, that was those. And then yeah, some of these surprised me in that little monstrosity of a mess there. Let's see if the Yupo is dry. Yupo! It is not, but it's dry enough that I can handle it and show it, I think. Some of it dried up, and some of those blobs are still wet. Like this is, it's like a narwhal there. Like the interaction between the cherry and the black. Where you got those, oops, pink feathery bits wisping down there as soon as the Aquarius black touched it. And look at it here. Wrong way. I just took a brush and was sweeping through some of these to break up the puddles a little bit. That's what I did down here to this one. But this, with how that gray granulated with that violet underneath, that's pretty. We still got a lot of nothing going on up here, even though I re-wet it and tried to do something else. But and there are parts of it that are kind of cool. But let's do an experiment where we potentially ruin the whole thing, shall we? Jan mentioned just spritzing the whole thing. So I think I might do that just for shits and gigs. I hear you, AJ. Make it stop. Okay, let's just go for it. As I say that, install. Oh, my camera's all jacked up. Hold on to your lunch. But how am I working on such an angle? Oh, Lordy, here we go. This came to life a little bit through there. And I've never done it with these watercolors, so I'll be curious to see if it does, what all it does do in there. It was a ballsy move, I got to tell you. It's not your fault it's ruined. Well, I really probably could wipe it back to almost white if I so desired. These are looking cool where I drug that brush through it. Now they're kind of softening up. Let that do a little more schmutzing around there. All right. It kind of blurred some edges and got a little more movement going there. So we will sit this off to the side and come back later. So I have not unpacked anything after the retreat. Well, Joan and Paul stayed until Thursday. So I was still off work and tried to do a few things with them. And then that Thursday when they left, we started the stencil sale through Sunday. And then I came back to work Monday. So, yeah, everything is still packed. So I'm standing here spinning in circles, trying to, oh, here it is. Got it. Some of the goodies that when everybody gets there, it's kind of mayhem setting up because you turn around and there's like a dozen new things laying on your desk that you didn't know where they came from. So I'm not sure I'm going to know where, who gave me what. What is the sprayer? Hey, Vicki. This is gave everybody one of these at the retreat as my little giveaway thingy here. But this is, I like the wrapper on it. And this is just a plastic wrapper over this bottle. A little piece of vinyl or plastic. But I love the design with the paintbrushes. That seemed appropriate. I got it on Amazon. And here it's called New Stylist Sprayer called Pretty Palette. Re-entry was not too bad, Gayla. The first day seemed like it drug on because a lot of people are still on vacation and people didn't really know I was back yet. But Tuesday they caught on and we were doing a little better. And so yeah, that was fun. So I'm just going to pull these out of here in no particular order. And let's see if there's any indication of who this is from. Oh, a Dilutions pouch. Cute. Everybody is so generous at these things. Oh, it goes over a journal. Oh, I love that. Love the eyeball in there. That's cute. I hope I know who to thank. Oh, this is one of those blending sponges, and it's got a little wire holder. Cool. Oh, it's got a card. And that's pretty cool tissue paper, actually. Mama's going to save that. You will be collaged at some point in the future, my little friend. See what time I get done. I might throw a little collage together with some of those jelly prints from last week. I really liked how some of those came out. All right. Gift bag in the reuse pile. Thank you very much. Let's see, who am I thanking? Oh, this is from Claire. Remember Claire? She was the lady that could only stay Wednesday. That's from Claire. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. Claire, if you're listening, thank you so much. Love these tissues. We're gonna put this in a safe place. Is there a safe place I can put this? I should probably put it right back in the same box. And this is really cool paper too. This is unwrapped, but I kept the paper. Look at this paper. And it's heavy too. This is from Charlene. Draw, paint, sketch. It's a little porcelain dish. And it's got a dip pen and a watercolor brush. Isn't that cute? Which scissors do you all use for fussy cutting tiny parts? Well, here's my 2 cents. You'd be a cold day in hell when you find me fussy cutting something too tiny. Ah! I know a lot of people do, but I'm telling you, I'm realizing that I have no patience for something that takes time. That's why I could not do the I'll keep that on my desk and first off in there. I could not do the coloring books. Hell no, that takes too long. Precise movements. Couldn't do it. It's a cute bag. I got a card. Oh, cute. Oh, I think I recognize this work. It's like a pretty's card. I think that's Kathy. Ha! Nailed it. Oh, thanks, Kathy. APG Jamie. Hello. Raku. I love Raku. She knows I have a Raku collection, I think. Blessed is the heart that looks to above. Blessed is the heart that knows his great love. Blessed is the heart that with faith make the call. Faith receives it all. Look at this. Oh my God. That kind of looks like an angel wing imprinted in there. Look at that. I love Raku. I would love to take a class and learn how to make that one of these days. When I retire, that's when I say, whenever I'll do all this when I retire. That's gorgeous, Kathy. Thank you so much. That will become part of my collection. Another bag. Put in the bag pile. A few. I have them, but they hurt my fingers. Oh, the stork flower. The scissors flowers. What the hell am I talking about? Okay. I have a couple different packages here from Xandra. These are the cards that she are tags that she made for everyone with rose gold, and of course a mermaid and some bubbles. They look at all the shiny mermaidy stuff on there. I love this coral behind there. I guess that I don't know if it's a stamp or a die cut. I guess it's got a pin for her shop and the little. Oh, look at the bag. It was all in a box like this. I didn't see the bag. And there's bits of lace and die cuts in here. This was with, you know what else is in here? I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. She gave us all a door that was unfinished. And you've probably seen some of the ladies and Paul. Ladies and Paul. And these are some bits that you could use on that project. That's what it's all coming back to me now. Little flowers, bits of lace, some string, gauze, other flowers in here. So that's, which I have not gotten around to do yet, but that was the project that Z shared with everybody. Plus her ATC. Thank you very much. Okay. This has double-sided tape on it. So I don't know if this has come apart from something. I do not know. Oh, I remember these. These Joan and Paul. Oh, I know what it was attached to, I think. Oh, well, you know what? Now that this is my stream and doesn't have a brand associated, well, I don't know. Oh, watercolors. See, Janice? Joan and Paul's son has a 3D printer. And look, I got an Oakley and a Babe. These are Airlight, but they're plastic, and they're made on a 3D printer. Joan, can I paint these? I don't wonder if this material accepts paint. They also made me a little something else on a 3D printer. Oh, I don't know. Let me just say, if there's children in the room, you might want to guard your screen. I'm forewarning you that this may not be for every viewer, but the 3D printer also made a little something else. That I will share quickly. And it says, well, let's do this. I'll do the big reveal. It's on a stand that says Maryland Art Weekend 2019. And it's got my thank you, Patti Parrish, on the back. Right? Oh, Lordy. Oh, no, hang on. All right. So there we go. Since I see a penis in my artwork, there she is. And it glows in the dark. So it's been sitting over in this big table inside our basement. And, well, if you remember a couple years ago, Linda Frere brought me this one. So I'm getting a little collection. Oh, hi, April. Well, welcome aboard. Oh, my God. So, Dave and I were out somewhere and we came back in and hadn't put the light switch in, and there was a green glow. I thought, oh my God, it's like a night light lighting the way. Ay, ay, ay. So this was on here. Now, I don't know if this came together or if this got stuck on here from someone else. Live simply, laugh often, love always. A life with no regrets can make a difference. Absolutely agree. This is cool. It's a ballpoint pen with a rubber stylus on the other end. I'm glad there was a space in that comment, Gala. Oh, it came together. Okay, great. And another one of Kathy's gorgeous cards. I love your cards. Please use the card I created to send a message to someone special. I had the pen printed with a special message from me to you. The soft tip is for use on a touch screen or a smartphone. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that would have been, you and Paul would have been detained for a bit, and they unearthed that beauty. I have to find somebody special enough to send this to or frame it. Look at that. Very pretty. I think, Kathy, I mean this with all sincerity. You can paint the dogs. Oh, interesting. That I think you should stream. Looking at what you did at for the retreat and how you can see every project you improve. When you started out doing really well, I mean, now it's really, really nice project. Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for this. I really think you have a lot of content you could share. Keeps you off the street too. So these are cards. I don't know where they came from. Fly on the flower. Cute. Now, are they all blank? Oh my goodness, look at these. Now, are they... Does anybody know who these are from? I would guess Laura Lou. I know she's really talented and cranking out cards like a maniac. I don't know what this, if that's just printed paper that she inked around the edges. It looks like it was colored. And I'm saying she, like I know who it is. But I don't yet know who it is. They all have a little wooden butterfly on there. And I think these are printed like maybe scrapbook paper. They do look Laura Lewis, don't they, Jamie? And then inked around the edges. But at first I thought like this were purple one for sure. I thought she colored in. Wow. These are so pretty. See, somebody slipped them on my desk. No, Xandra is not on. She was she texted me and said if I want to go on her place, that she was going to be out to dinner. She got an invite to go to dinner. Oops, there's my dream. So she wasn't going to be streaming today, Vicki. These are gorgeous. I'll fight with that lid later. Oh, this is from Tam. Look, a little card with her style of art she's been doing with the quilting stitches over the braid inks. And a little tool. Artist and language teacher. It's got her phone number on there. We won't put that on there. But it's got a little texture tool to use however. Oh, that might look cool, dragging that through that UPO paper, actually. I love me some tools. And this is another thing from Xandra that she got me that I wanted to try. These were those tinted inks, spray. They're transparent, fast drying, sheer color on fabric, paper, trims, wood, and more. Remember she used these on some of her backgrounds? Of course, she got me my colors, jade, gold, plum, and sapphire. Thank you, Z. Now, I don't know. I think this just landed in this bag. Oh, look at this one. Another one with the dots. This is cute, and I remember this. Laurie. This is from Laurie, too. LLN. Laura Lou Neubauer. The little wooden guitar on there. A guitar. A lot of texture. And look. On the back. This is just for textures. I'll put that in my texture pile. Put this in my bag pile. I have a lot of bags to recycle. Where's my card pile here? And there's various things in here. And let's just pick up a wad and see what we got. Oh, let me make sure there's no crisis. Oh, hang on. That's my mom. Hey, Mom. No, I didn't, but I'm streaming right now. Is everything okay? Oh, okay. No, I didn't. It wasn't me that called. I'll call you in a little bit. All right. Bye. For those of you who are rewatching this recording and don't like me interrupting my stream to talk on the phone, that's my 91-year-old mother. And when she calls me, I listen. So sorry if you don't care for that. Oh, this is Gayla's piece. Look at this. I'm going to take this out of here so the glare doesn't show it. This is beautiful, Gayla. I have to get a... And you know what? I love your studio name. How do you have, if you say it Gatera or Jutera? I don't know. But I like that. Very clever name you came up with. And I love a real wide mat like this on a piece, especially one that's intricate. But look at this. Well, I'm looking at it first. I like the layers for the little steampunk ads on there. There you go. There's a good... Gorgeous. So nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, you're not just a mod extraordinaire. You're quite the artist yourself. So these were, we had some free stencils, and these were a couple that I got from the pile. Badass. I should have demoed this one. That's a really cool one. Both of them are. They're badass stencils. My stencil drawer is out of control. Oh, from Joan and Paul. Now I know this opens somewhere. This is another thing that Joan's son Kier made for everybody on his 3D printer. Everybody got one of these. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Look at the texture and the color. Oh, look at that. How cute that is. Like a steampunk owl card. Put that in my card pile. Thank you very much. Oh, napkins with circles of watercolor. How appropriate. And black and gold. Well, you kind of know me, don't you? I'm going to put that in my collage pile. I have different piles going. There's this year's art stencil for the art weekend. And a couple little ones cut out. I'm sure Joan was cutting away on her own printer cutter. Oh, here's one that actually got printed, right? I mean, got used from iStencil brought out. I do believe I recognize that. Oh, this is one I really like. That's going to be useful. That's a good papa. Oh, and those are cute too. Very cute. I love these little ones that are so useful. I'm going to put them right in the stencil drawer. Well, my stencil pile. Can't close the drawer at the moment, but that's another story. And I'm not even going to take these out because they're very intricate and I'm going to tangle them up. I won't take those out until I use them. Joan is famous for her die cuts. Oh, maps. I love maps. Where are we going? South Dorset. Southampton. Cool. I love map paper. It's going to go in my collage drawer too. This will go, my die cuts are in a pile over that away. And then, what are these? Just for you, just for you. These scrapbook papers, I'm thinking. It's A4 size, whatever. I think they're scrapbook weight. Yeah, cardstock. Cardstock. Oh, look at these. These are not cards. Well, no, hang on. That's not cardstock. This is cardstock weight. Oh, look at that one. And like newsprint. These are like a little lighter weight than copy paper, printer paper. This one feels almost like newsprint, which is what it looks like, but those are cool. Going into my collage drawer. These I'll put in with my other papers. Put that on that pile. Let's see, what do we got here? Oops, this got mushed. I remembered seeing these going around, but I don't know who gave us these bags. These are the kind that is it Shauna? I haven't been able to keep up on any, but Shauna, I think, was making collaging papers over these and customizing these little bags. I have a lot of these. I have bigger ones and little ones. I don't know if I have the size. So this is also from Charlene. She came in with this gorgeous big basket of all these necklaces that she made. Of course, mine's turquoise that I picked, and she let everybody pick what color they wanted. But look at this necklace made with shrinky dinks. The florals are all shrinky dinks, and then there's different beads and stuff on it. These were beautiful. The bag was Jan's project for everyone. The bag was Jan's project for everyone. Oh, that. Oh, this. Okay. What is it in the 4 bottles upper right? These bad boys. These are sprays. I'll play with those in a minute when I get this stuff cleared off of here before I have a disaster on something beautiful. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Parker. Oh, I am a survivor. I don't know who this is from, but thank you very much. That's Beauty Mess. I'm going to put that right up here where I can use it instead of putting it back in the box. And oh, hang on. I did grab a couple of these napkins off the share table. Look at that. They're Beauty Must. I just took one. Trying not to be selfish. Look at this one. The watercolor grabs me on there. Our little Penny. I actually spent the day with Penny yesterday and Charlene. We went up to Philadelphia to Bead Fest. And I know Amalia mentioned something about going. Be glad you didn't go. It was nice. I saw a couple of my older not older, but my lamp work friends of my previous life, crafting life. And got to talk and catch up with them. So that was nice. But it is a fraction of what it used to be when I was going. So this is a tool wrap that Penny made for all of us. She always does these buttons from the previous year's picture, right? And I mean, look at her little doodles on here. Now, I don't know what that says, but knowing Penny, I probably shouldn't be showing this on the screen. This is a Helen Steiner Rice. She punched out the little corners, and it's got a picture of the wrap. And it says, the more you give, the more you get. The more you laugh, the less you fret. The more you do unselfishly, the more you live abundantly. The more of everything you share, the more you'll always have to spare. The more you love, the more you'll find that life is good and friends are kind. For only what we give away enriches us from day to day. A tool wrap is what I made to share. The time to make it is what I had to spare. Look at these. She put one of these stamping brushes in here, and everybody got a stamping brush too. But look at this. Of course, it's my colors. Bless your little heart, Penny. But how fabulous is that? And she sewed us a bag last year. She's a machine, I'm telling you. A machine. All right, I'll get down to the bottom. There's an ATC. Oh, these are Amalia's ATCs. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. And then Jan had some of the new the Marabou alcohol inks, and she gave me one of the rainbow alcohol inks. Where's my alcohol? I thought I had some out here. And these, Zandra packed up and brought a whole lot of stuff from her online store and set up a little mini store in the back of the room. So as people needed supplies or wanted to shop, or instead of buying online and having to pay shipping, they shopped. She had racks in the back full of stuff, spinner racks and all kind of stuff. It was a lot of effort and it was really handy. A lot of people, she said she did really well. She brought in 12 boxes and she carried out 3. She told Dave when Dave helped her get her stuff out to her car. But 12 coming in, 3 going out. So, these are a trick. How are these? Are these childproof? Come on. Yeah, the brushes you use on ink pads. I don't remember who asked that. Oh, April. Yeah, you use them on ink pads instead of using the little sponge applicators or stenciling brushes. They're cosmetic brushes, but people have found that these do a really nice job, and they come in various sizes, but they're really dense bristles. So a lot of people that stamp a lot have like one for each color pad that they use it for. And it's a foundation, a blush foundation brush, bronzer, or whatever you want to use it for. But here's the name of it. I've seen these on Amazon. I think you can get them at different places now for stamping. But these are some of the things that I bought from her store. She brought some of this new foil. Look at this foil. Oh, look at you. Yes, I'm going to do something with you soon. And then here's the gold opalescent version. It's called Rainbow Shattered Glass and Gold Shattered Glass. They're deco foils. They are scrumptious. Hey, Debbie. So what do we have here? This is my email to her, what I wanted her to bring for me. I got some of this decorative paper. I thought this would look kind of cool. Well, again, can I figure out the packaging? It's a plastic bag, people. Surely I got that. Ooh. Oh, that's a different feel than I was expecting. It's like tissue weight, but it's very smooth. Look at this goodness. Oh, the faces and the solar system-ish looking planets and circles and the kind of Fornacetti kind of look to the faces. Oh, this is cool. But that's unusual. What's it called? Decorative paper. 6 sheets. Oh, it's Finnabair. I was thinking it was Ranger. It's Finnabair paper by Prima. It doesn't really say much other than that. It's called Solar. Here's what they looks like. Unfolded, 1 whole sheet. And we're not going to go focus, are we? Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm talking about. Going into the collage drawer. And I got, what else did I get? Well, more of these, for sure. Had to get the silver, the iron, and the gold of the metallic rubs from Finnabair. Theirs are really nice. They're very soft. They lift up like butter. And they put a really nice sheen. We were using them a lot on the polymer clay tiles that we made. I have yet to be able to get a decent picture of that huge tray that I covered that Donna got me. Well, I won't worry about unwrapping those now. Just get this packaging off of them. Oh, there, Jenna put the link for the brushes out there. Wonder if it ever rained. We keep getting these fake storms. It'll get dark. It'll thunder and lightning. It'll blow like crazy. And we never get the rain. Vintage gold. Yum. And then, oh, here's another foil I got. Oh, shocker, rose gold. How'd that happen? And, oh, what's this little yummy thing? Liquid metal. Pale gold. Paper fashion. Let's see, liquid metallics add a dimension and a touch of magic. Who doesn't know that? Oops, hang on. Well, oh God, another one of these. Teresa, I saw more pictures on Instagram of Randy teaching. Looks like you guys are doing a lot of that. That's awesome. I don't know if this is like watercolor, liquid metal. If it's permanent, I don't know. I don't know what I've purchased, but I felt like I had to have it. That much I know. I'm going to take one of these little cheapy brushes here. And let's see what we got. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's pretty. Now let's see. Does it move? Of course, this is on newsprint. Oh, it does. I do believe it's going to move. I'm going to let that dry and see if it's permanent when it's dry. Okie dokie. Foil drawer. I'm going to have a whole drawer of foil here in the near future. Oh, I forgot some. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. As Oakley would say. Well, oh, I know what this is. So Donna, okay, it's all coming back to me. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? Donna came over and picked up some of my, when I say some, I mean, you know, the boxes that when you buy a box of reams of paper comes in that's, I don't know, this big and then holds like 10 reams of paper full of jelly prints that I had done that I just like, all the ones that I've used, that was the leftover stuff. So here are, she made envelope books. These are envelopes in here, right? And she used the jelly prints and then used a separate strip to put like a binding on it that kind of matched it. Then she gave us things to put in here if we wanted to. And Kathy, I saw Kathy's finished, but these are just all random prints that were, some were good, some were some were, you know, throw them in the pile and never look at them again. But Kathy made a what you call it, a grandmom's book, but she matted like one of these on like every page. And these are envelopes. You can put stuff in here, right? They're actual envelopes. and and she mounted some so she can put photographs and make it like a mat for the photographs. And she put stitches and stamps and embellishments and threads coming down the side. She really did it up. Again, Kathy, you should be streaming. I know you hear me. And then there's a bunch of these little ditties here, little textures, pieces that you can use. Oh, and this is just another one of these. Right, just hunks of jelly prints. So those go with this. To be addressed at some future time. Lord knows when that'll be. CB's not on, is she? Oh, yeah. This one's got to go. I can see that. Did somebody already take care of that? Yes, thank you. Oh, and CB, there you are. Bless her heart. I got a beautiful card from CB, and I'm reading it, and it was to Donna. And yes, Donna did get my card, CB. So we will, at some point, we'll switch cards. So this. Oh my, that's a beautiful card. Create. Oops. To evolve from our own thought or imagination. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is CB, isn't it? Yes. Paint your own reality. Made just for you because you're priceless. Even though I have a barcode with all zeros. Oh no, with 1,000,000. And then look at her. I mean, CB, you can draw. You need to stream too. I think you guys all need to stream that don't stream. That's the new rule. Look at this with her little stickle earrings. Live, create, tell the story. Preach it, sister. Look at these. Oh, and then she made one of Maryland art. Baltimore, Maryland, July, August 2019 art retreat. That's a thick, I don't know what kind of board that is, but that's cool. Made little stickers. And look at this. I mean, you're right up there with the card makers of YouTube. And look at the little paper clip. Was that you when you were younger, CB? Oh, straight getting live that's pretty easy. Of course, they change stuff up all the time. Like right now, I can't use my the Minicam. I'm not set up for Minicam. They dropped some kind of a setting or something on YouTube. Minicam used to basically, well, the main reason I use it is when I stream live and I'm using my overhead camera, it's my Logitech camera, right? The image that I see on my computer screen, I shall demonstrate, is ass backwards to what you guys are seeing. Let's see if I can show you this. All right. So you see this. To me, this looks like my left hand. It's my right hand. This is my left hand. Now you can see it, that this is a different image than what's going on here, right? This is what you're seeing here on the big picture, outer frame like this. That's live off my camera. This is my left hand. But on screen, it's showing on the other side of me on my really left side. So you guys, in other words, you guys are seeing what you're supposed to see. What is the real reflection of the image? I'm seeing everything ass backwards. So that's not a problem until you go to lift something up to the camera. And then it's like, okay, that's not centered in the camera. I got to move it to the right. Nope, it's going to the, I'm moving this to the left and it's going to the right. I'm moving this to the right and it's going to the left. So when you get something up close for a close-up, we're like all over the place. You ignore the mirror image. How do you ignore it and know that you're still on the screen, though? That's what I can't. I'm getting more used to it. I heard about StreamYard, Debbie. I need to look into that. But now that I'm back to work, I've had zero time to think about anything. Jean said she was going to send me something on Twitter about hooking Minicam up again. StreamYard, I think, is another platform that you can use to interface with YouTube. That gives you more, like, I could use my Minicam to zoom in and out, right? I could use it for doing different things with my camera, setting the oh my God, the quality, all kind of different stuff. And I could link multiple cameras together if I wanted to, which I never did that. But yeah, so now Minicam needs to have some kind of a fix before I can oh my goodness, look at all these, before I can use that again. So I've got to get used to the backwards thing for a while. Like all these things you guys are seeing, these with my right hand, it's looking like it's on the complete opposite side of my desk using my other hand. Oh, happy die. Oh, look at these cute ATCs. Beauty mess and some die cuts. Oh, some of these are on watercolor paper. Flowers. Oh, cool. These kind of look like it could be like a silhouette. Very nice. Thank you, Di. I don't think she's here, is she? Put those over in my die cut pile. I really need to. I say this, I've been saying this for years, and I've done little bits of it, but I've never done a really thorough purge and reorg down here, and it's getting more cray-cray, gotta tell you. All right, let me put some of this stuff back in the box. Put this in my tools. Cut this ribbon. Now here's a pair of scissors right here. So I think that's all I'm going to do for today, kids. I always watching the telly, is he? Put these in a safe place, out of harm's way. I want to go get the watercolor on Yupo and show you guys where we ended with that. Oh, my Raku heart. That's going to go upstairs in my Raku collection. All right, now when I go upstairs, that's where you're going. Oh, I wanted to show you that up in the jewelry section. I like them, April. They're really pigmented. The price point's right. These are Polish as well, which you probably know that. And this isn't a set. I bought colors that I like to try them. So the Aquarius black, I love that. And we'll need to get more of that because that's like Daniel Smith Lunar Black-ish, but I think even more quickly granulating than the Daniel Smith does. Let me move these out of harm's way. And let me see if I can. This feels nice. This just feels like something, like a worry stone. This is my, you know what? Kathy got me another heart, I believe, last year. that I've had down here with me. But I think I'm going to put these upstairs. Yeah, because it looks like the same signature on there. Very cool. Kind of a little collection going. So these are supposed to be transparent and permanent. I do believe. Let's see. Of course, I got to take my glasses off to read it. Quickly adds a soft veil of metallic gold to raw painted or pre-finished items, shimmer surfaces, without hiding its detail. It's transparent. Dries in a few minutes to a satin finish. Not smear when moistened or curl up or warp paper. Colorized, coated, or uncoated paper, stock, chipboards, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, let's see. I'm not going to do a lot of it in here because I'm not sure I'm supposed to be doing that inside. And this, look at this, is dry. This is really pretty. Let me see if that, if that's permanent. This isn't watercolor paper. It's just on newsprint. But it doesn't seem to be moving anywhere. Of course, I could move it when it was still wet, but once it's dry, it looks like it's permanent. I downloaded that OBS software when we were still doing Ustream and YouTube was starting to do live streams. So what's 3 or more years ago? And I finally got it figured out, but then I never used it. I kept using Ustream. Patti, what kind of watercolors are those? These are Aquarius. They're Aquarius pans. Yeah. Okay. This is the gold. And let's, hang on, let's do, oh, so here's something. I got some new pens. When I got those inks, I bought a few pens to try on jet pens. This is just a Signo Uniball black gel pen, like the white one that's so famous. Yeah, good thinking, Gayla. We're right on track here. And this is my hand's real shaky today. Uniball black gel. We'll do that. And then this one is a Uniball Vision needle. Oh, must be tiny. Ooh, look at that. Good Lord. You can't even see that. Wow, that's really fine. What is this? Uniball Vision needle. And this is, Gayla, this is the one you were talking about. The High-Tech C. And I got one that's a 0.25. Or was it Kathy? Right? One of you guys were talking. I think it was Gayla. Wow, that's such a fine line. A very fine line. Now, one thing I don't like is that this doesn't, oh, does it screw on? No. No, this just falls off. I don't like that. You're a bad one, CB. What have you done? What have you done? This is High-Tech. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to write something so it's more on there than just those letters. That's a very, very fine line. This is a Pro Mock Morning Glory liquid ink 0.38 Pro Mach. Well, there's no number or anything. All right. So let's let these dry for a second. Okay. Let's consider those dry. I'm just going to take a paintbrush and hit it with a little bit of water. See what happens. Oops. Not that one, because that's a dirty paintbrush. A lot of times I wish the paint out of my my watercolor brushes, and you think they're clean, but they not always are. You got to really swish it. I hear a figure 8 is the way to go. So I'm just going to go over this like that on each one and see what happens. I think these are all permanent, if I recall. I would say, not sure about that one. Well, I guess they are. All right, and now, with no further need to head out, thanks, Patty. See ya, Jamie. Have a good night. So I'm just going to hold this up and just hit this kind of lightly with this gold tint. See, some of it's wet. Don't care. Let's just see what happens. Wow, that is a really nice light sheen. And I can tell by the smell you do not want to be doing this inside. But let's see if I can show you the sheen that you almost at some angles. It's hard to see, and then it hits you, and it's like half. And Xander did some of these on some backgrounds that she did for mermaids, a mermaid project, I think. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm just going to do one little hit of the Jade. This one's called Jade. It looks bluer on screen than it is. My camera doesn't like to show green. It's called Tint It. She got it at, well, I was going to say Michael's, but I think it's Hobby Lobby. And they were on clearance too. I know these have a tag on them. I want to say Hobby Lobby, Galen. Flexible nib pen for calligraphy, and I love it. I love it. That's how she meant to say that. I love it. I love it. You know what, CB? Now that you say that, I believe I have one of those around here. Somewhere. In a safe place. Let's do that over the black. Oh, it is transparent. It's very transparent. The turquoise is not metallic, but some of that gold shines through it and kind of gives it a sheen, which is gorgeous. Loving that gold. There you go. You can see a little bit more that way. But it's very sheer, very transparent. Mama likey. I'm going to throw those new pens in there for right this minute. And let's see. Am I forgetting to do or say anything? I hope everybody has, probably most people have received any of the stencils from last week's stencil sale. Thank you for your support. I'm sure Joan says the same. Here's the, what was still wet on there? Something was still wet on there. Here are the swatches that I did earlier for those paints. Got distracted. CB, why don't you post a link to the one you got? Maybe somebody else might like one. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. Real quick, like. These are those inks. And I don't know why I'm going to show you these because they're not going to show in the right color. This one is not metallic. But this I thought was really cool because blue, I don't have no idea how to say that. Here we are again, back where we started. It's an Irvine. It looks like Caribbean blue ocean water. But look, it's got a, well, I got one of these too. I have a bigger one of these. The pen is bigger and it's a shorter nib, but this is a longer nib and a straighter handle instead of that. A glass dip pen. But look, the bottle's made to hold your pen on it. It's got a little indentation in there. And I don't know if you can see it from the side. There you go. How fancy is that? But this one you don't have to shake or anything because it is not a metallic. These pens always surprise me. For how much ink they hold on one dip. It's getting lighter, but it's still writing. Well, now I'm going to show you some on just on a brush to try to show you the color a little bit better. He's pretty. This is on watercolor paper. Oh, glass pens for masking fluid. Oh, interesting. And I bet they'd be easy to clean because it'll probably just peel right off the glass. So this is one of the J. Irvine, I don't know how, 1978. I have the other ones I have are 1670 blends. This one is Amethyst del Laurel or something to that effect. It's a purple and it's got silver flakes in it, I think. It's not a fancy tricolor one like some of my other ones I have, but it looked like a beauteous purple ink. And I want to do some of these on Yupo too, but not today. Just going to do a little squiggly here to see if you can see the metallic in it. I'm not going to worry about doing the whole schmear. This is a really pretty violet-ish color, kind of a dioxazine color. I've got several different masking tools. And do I use masking fluid? Let's say not yet. So this one is a 1798. This is the new one for this year. Kyanite du Nepal. Kyanite? So, you know, the Daniel Smith Kyanite paint. I thought, oh, gotta try this. It's not like that. The Daniel Smith Kyanite is more grayed down. I like this little pen. I like the longer nib on it. It holds even more inkums. I hope I mix this enough that the sparkle's going to come out, but this is much more bright fun blue than the Natural Stone watercolor by Daniel Smith of the same name. Now let's see if these will dry and show me the shimmer. I'm gonna close my glasses off to be able to see it. Okay, now I can see it. The bottom one's not dry yet, but in the purple, let's see if I can get it to show on camera. On the little loop-de-loos there, it's very fine, obviously, but you can. Can you? Well, I can. So. You can't really see it on the screen, can you? This is really awkward holding it this close and going the opposite way from where you think. Ah! Jesus. We're going to have to check out StreamYard. Anyway, it's there. You'll just have to trust me. It's very fine, fine, fine silver in this darker swatch there. You can see it a little bit in there. And then this one, it's a beautiful color. Some of the silver is starting to come up in there, but it washes out to a really pretty color. And the YouTube demo they did of this, when they had it in this wash down color, they did like a monochrome watercolor. Well, not a watercolor using ink, but watered down of an ice cream cone, I think it was. And the color, the first time I saw that light color, I was like, oh my God, that's pretty. And then I was looking at these two, and then this one just kind of popped up as a suggested product. Now, these two look similar. They are not. This is much greener, and it's got no metallic in it. But you know how that goes. Let me go look. Oh, my goodness. On my Yupo. Let's see where we ended up after. And now it's still got huge puddles of paint on there that are wet. And moving around definition from spraying it, and a lot of that's a lot more muted down. I had this drying, and the suggestion was made to miss the whole thing to see what happens. No good came of that. I mean, it's still okay. There's that black, that Aquarius black by itself. See how that granulates? It goes crazy. But some of these just ran together. Oh, there's a lot of wet paint on here. Actually, this is such a mess. I'm just going to let that run off somewhere. And we'll see if that makes anything else marvelous happen. We'll see what happens with that when it dries. I'm half tempted to spritz it again and see what happens. Shall I? Patti Flex Pen Nib. Uh-oh. Hang on. Let me scroll up there and grab it. Oh, was it way above CB? I didn't miss that much chat, did I? No. Hang on. YouTube, you might want to fast forward. I don't see the link. Above, okay, great. Nobody else does either. Ha! CB, don't fib for something so important. I'm just going to turn this over. And we're going to do it one more time, and whatever happens, happens. Get these out of harm's way. These I don't care about. I'm going to use my continuous sprayer. Nope. It didn't post. What's the name of the product or the website, or was it one of those crazy Instagram things where they send you everything from China that you eventually get, but you said the quality is good, so maybe not. Which black is that, Patty? In it's Aquarius black. That's Aquarius black. Well, here, I'll mod you right up. Be sorry you asked, lady. Hang on. Why is it doing that? Add moderator. CB, you're now a mod. Link that bad boy up, girl. All right, we'll wait for her to do that. I'm going to put another spritz down here. We'll see what happens. There we go. Looks like it says I Fart Studio, but it didn't come out as a link. Well, I can copy it and paste it, I guess. Copy or go to. Let's do that. Cannot be found. I'm thinking there was a typo in there. Ha! Way to go, CB. You're making Gayla look really good. Oh, bless your heart. While I'm just farting around here, it's LFE's Art Studio. LFE. Let me see if I can figure out the link. LFE Art Studio. LFE's Art Studio. Now, of course, I don't know. Let me put in, see if I can go to the page. Hang on, I'm not with you guys right now. I'm on another page. Well, come on. Flex nib. Flex nib calligraphy fountain pen. All right, CB. Somebody's already beat me to it, I'm sure, because I'm farting around over here. Trying to get there. There you go. Is that the same one? Let's see. Okay, that's the page, but is the one is the pen you're talking about the link that I just sent, CB? Oh, look what's happening over here. Oh, and that's a big swoosh of water. Oh, I wanted to drop in something. Let's drop in a little bit of the Peerless liquid because they're here. Oh, hell, that one's still got the packaging on it. Come on. Okay, so use my link, guys, for the actual pen. Okay, cool. All right, I'm just gonna do this. It's funny how that cobalt teal, it pushes everything away from it and it dries almost immediately. Look how light, and see that dry spot in the middle there? Can you see it? Probably not. You'll just have to trust me. Oh, look at that. It's got a little binder on the top of it. Oh, Eileen, please. See how hard these mods have it, CB? Well, you're going to learn because now you're a mod. Oh, bless your little heart. That's just the frickin' binder coming out of there. Come on. Okay. Trying to. Ooh, look at those little plops spreading. That's just all. You can tell I'm just playing now. I'm just playing. I'm going to turn these upside down for the next time, maybe. What's the gold look like? Of course, I'm letting it hold a hot plop in there. Not just a little teeny tiny bit. That one was blended okay. All right, I gotta clean up my little brush mishap over here. I did get a flex nib one, but I really need to organize. Somebody's gonna have to help me. Mm-hmm. These dropped in really thick. I'm just going to get bigger and bigger circles, see what happens there. This is a total experiment, kids. This is all Jan's fault. All right, I gotta stop swirling paint mindlessly and rustle up some grub for dinner. Well, there it is. That's just gonna mush around and try to get that to cover over that cobalt teal spot. So nothing to see here, kids. This was an experiment gone awry. But that's how some of them do. Looks kind of cool on screen, though. All right, let's end on that note. I would think, Gayla, that you would have the power to go in and assign your own color to your name. All right, kids. I'm going to go make some chicken broccoli casserole. It doesn't feel like fall, but I'm starting to, it's getting darker a little bit earlier. And, thanks, April. I'm glad I could work one in. Thanks, Jan. For some reason, I know fall's coming, right? So I might as well give into it and make a casserole. So we got hungry for that broccoli chicken casserole that I make with cream of mushroom soup and lemon juice and mayonnaise and a sauce and chicken and broccoli, cheddar cheese and breadcrumbs on the top. It's good. And here I found this laying on the side. Remember the disaster where I mucked up my pictograph stencil and then I put it on Yupo and the paper pulled off on it, all kind of stuff. But this is the Yupo and it finally really dried. But this actually in person looks really cool. That will be showing its head somewhere. It's like a black on black explosion of gold leaf. It came out pretty cool, actually. As did this one. This one's going to end up in a collage soon, I do believe. That one was, I got to get it to stop curling up. It won't curl up But now you can really, that it's really dry. You can see that blue-green breaking out in there and the turquoise one. Well, shoot, not on this camera with this glare and the green problem, but there you go, right in the center of your screen-ish. You see that green in the middle of the turquoise? It's like in a lot of places. Oh, up here, not this side, on the other side, you can see bits of it. It looks really cool in person. That's all I'm saying. They were some fun prints. So, anywho, I'm going to roll, and I don't know what next weekend is. Might be able to stream next weekend. But back to work again tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, to infinity. So I'll catch up with you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Toodaloo.